Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Marielle and thank you so much for watching. Today I have a very special guest, my sister Candace, and we are going to do the swapping makeup bags challenge, which we thought would be fun and interesting because clearly we are not the same shade by any means, but we'll see how it goes. I primarily use all organic products. My skin is super sensitive and I have eczema, and she uses all conventional products, so I haven't used conventional products in a while. I'm going to hope my skin doesn't completely just fall off, just peel it right off into a mask, but we'll see what happens, and hopefully we'll have a lot of fun. So keep on watching. Thanks, guys. Alrighty. So, do you use primer?
Yes, I do use primer.
So she has two primers. She has the Urban Decay Brighten and Tightening primer, and then she also has this other one from Ulta, which is a mattifying primer. I'm going to go with the brightening and tightening. My skin is dry already, so we don't need a matte finish over here. And then for her, I have the Coola Dawn Patrol primer. It also has SPF. And this is more, it feels like a silicone-y type primer is what it kind of mimics. So let's prime. Let's prime.
Let's do this.
All right. I've never used this before, so this should be interesting.
Ooh, this smells really pretty.
Right?
It's like really clean and fresh. And
That's good. Glad you like it. I like the way this one feels too. Right, that one like kind of mimics Smashbox photo finish. You know, like that type of like silicone-y feel.
It's very smooth.
Yeah, it's a smoothing primer for sure.
So I do like that.
This kind of leaves your skin kind of tacky, which I like, which is good. They said, I don't think I've used any of the products that she has other than the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. But we will come back to that. And let's see. Okay, so for foundation, the funny thing is we are not the same skin color, skin types, undertone. She's olive. I'm probably more pink. But I don't think our foundations are going to be that far off, to be honest, but we'll see. So I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation in the color 210. And for her, she has the Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation in the color RG30. This is more of a dewy foundation, so we are sisters, but in everything we do, we're fairly opposite. This is a matte, that is a dewy. So let's see. Let's compare. We'll do 2.5 pumps of this. I told you they're not that different. This was just like a little bit more pink, and this is a little bit more yellow. All right, I told you. I knew it. All right, I'm going to use a beauty blender, and she has the Real Technique sponge. So this might just be yellow on me. I think I got a little bit of the jaundice.
And I also do have redness around my nose and like my cheeks, so that actually might work for us because we both have a little bit of pink or redness.
A little bit of pinkness. This is actually pretty. I've never used this. I've heard, obviously I've seen a ton of other people that I watch use this foundation and they all seem to like it. But I've just never used it, obviously, because by the time it came out, I had already switched my products and I didn't want to risk it just to try it out. So we're risking it today.
I do really like it. It's affordable. It doesn't irritate my skin because my skin is not as sensitive as yours, but I do have some skin issues.
Yeah.
So I do like that.
And how much does this cost? 30 something?
No, it doesn't. I want to say it's between 20 and 30 at the most.
Really?
I think it might be even more affordable than that. I don't remember because I don't wear a ton of makeup, to be honest. I don't do my makeup very often.
She doesn't need to.
So I bought that actually over the summer. So it's also my summer color.
It'll be my summer color too.
Not that I got a ton of sun last summer, so it didn't. I think it's still pretty okay for me to use.
As far as we can go. How's that looking on you? I actually think it looks pretty good.
That looks pretty good too. It definitely gives
yellow.
a little bit yellow and a little bit tan.
We're meeting somewhere between jaundice and tan. That's where we're going. But it's not bad, and I actually like the finish because it's a soft matte, so it's not super drying where it feels tight, and I probably don't have to set this, which I love, because you know I don't need setting powder in my dry-skinned life. All right. This is pretty.
Yeah, I really like it, and I really like the way it wears.
It says long wear. What's the longest you've worn this for? More than 8 hours? It's a long time
No,
for
it'd probably be
makeup.
8 hours at the most. I don't wear makeup a ton.
Yeah. That's fair.
But I feel like it wears really nicely. My skin does tend to get like a little bit oily as the night progresses, so
Okay.
I haven't necessarily found a foundation that completely eliminates that. But I
Yeah,
do
that's
like this.
tough. That's probably more of something you would, like a primer or something. Like that to help, if anything.
Perhaps.
So for concealer, I'm going to use the Photo Focus concealer from Wet n Wild. And she is going to be using...
Is this a good choice?
I would use... she's going to start with this Fit Glow Beauty Concealer in the color C3. This is my favorite. I wear this pretty much every day that I wear makeup. It's just thick. It has skincare in it. It's really great. It's expensive. This little tube is probably $45, but you have to consider when you're using organic products, like all the good ingredients that are going into it, as opposed to like super cheap ingredients that are super cost effective. You know what I'm saying? No offense.
I think she just insulted me. I'm not sure.
So this concealer is pretty much the same color for me as the foundation. So, what can I use to brighten it? I guess I don't have to. I'll just, she has these two little MAC Pro Longwear paint pots in Soft Ochre and Painterly. So maybe I'll use Soft Ochre to lighten it up a little bit. I used to use these as an eyeshadow base. And then it would dry out my eyelids. My eyelids are real sensitive, so. But I know a ton of people on YouTube use them and really like them. So I'm going to go into Soft Ochre, and I'm just going to go on with my finger. So it's a little bit lighter, and we're going to lighten up this under eye sitch. A little bit. What is your favorite part of makeup? Like, what's your favorite thing to put on? Like, once you put it on, you're like, yes, queen.
I would have to say mascara. One, it's usually the last thing I put on.
Okay.
Two, I think it kind of ties everything together.
Mm-hmm.
And three, we have pretty good lashes, so
we
when we
were
accentuate them
blessed.
with mascara, they kind of look
Blessed.
fantastic.
Hashtag blessed.
Amen to that.
I'm going to put this here in the center. And a little down here. Yeah, I think my favorite part, it's hard, I don't just have one. When I'm watching a YouTube video, I love watching people put on foundation. That's my favorite thing, because I love watching your skin going, not imperfections or whatever, but just going to like having a flat canvas. Like, I find it fascinating to watch. And I just love that transformation. But probably blush, to me, makes such a big difference. And I think it's underrated for sure. But people don't wear blush in their tutorials. I'm like, what is happening? Like, what in the world? It just gives you like this super cute, girly flush of color that I love. I think it makes like all the difference.
Well, I definitely think if you have a good foundation that kind of evens out your skin tone,
Yeah.
you kind of have like a blank canvas. So
Right.
if you leave your cheeks blank and looks
Yeah.
like something a little bit missing or it's not completely finished.
Right, for sure. I agree. What do I want to do next?
Right, pause. What do you think about this? You can't even. I feel like
think
you
it
can't
looks
really
good.
tell though
What?
with the
Concealer?
Yeah.
because it's not like super bright.
that's good
You can
though.
put this if you want a brighter
No.
one, but and then you can use this to set it.
I just think maybe we aren't so different.
We aren't so different, you and I.
That's right.
All right.
So do you usually set this at this point? I don't
Yeah.
use a lot of setting powder.
So I would just set under here, and wherever
Okay.
you get oily, I don't set anything else
Okay.
because I'm so dry. But you can set everywhere if you're oily. You can use this guy, or this guy, or this guy.
What is your go-to?
These are newer, that's why they're not that used.
Okay.
But I mean, I use that. So she has the Pacifica mattifier powder in that Z palette that I normally use. She can open her up. Open her up. This one right here. It has a real silky consistency, and Pacifica is a brand that you can now find at Target. It's on the more reasonable end of kind of like natural clean beauty, so that's one of the reasons I like them, and they have good products. So.
And what brush would you recommend? Because I am not a makeup maven like you are.
A makeup maven, I like that. So we're just gonna, she could use this under the eyes, all over the face. It's a Morphe Y3. Just kind of
swirl it around,
yeah,
swirl and tap, or just swirl?
Tap it.
Oh, swirl and tap, okay.
And then tap it on the face.
Oh, tap
Yep.
it on my face. I thought you meant tap it on
You can tap it
container.
there too. Whatever you feel like tapping,
So
go
under
for it.
here,
Yeah, perfect.
under here.
Yep. Dig in again. Forehead, T-zone.
Oh yeah. Also creasing my smile lines.
Oh, I hear people complain about that. I don't have that luckily, but
T-zone. All right.
I'm not gonna set it all because I'm looking pretty matte. So, I think I'm gonna move on to bronzer.
Ooh.
For bronzer, we are gonna use the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. And this is a regular one. It's just called Bronzer. They do have a darker one called Deep Bronze. She said she doesn't use that as much, or really at all, so I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna use it with a fluffy brush. This 100% pure fluffy brush. And we're just gonna swirl it and tap, and then
And she usually uses
yes, the Well People.
yes, Well People Bio Bronzer.
It's a cream bronzer because I'm dry like a snake.
So this gives me a little bit of anxiety. All makeup does because I don't do it very often. But I think because it is a cream and when you go on, it's kind of like war paint, like it's a streak,
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
it's kind of intense. And you definitely buff it out and it looks beautiful when you do it. But just for me, as like I said, a novice, it just makes me
help you.
nervous versus a powder. I can kind of add a little bit, and then if I want it darker, I can kind of add more and intensify it. Versus this,
Yeah.
you committed once you
All right.
stripe it on there.
Stripe it on. We're gonna walk her through this. We will get through it together.
Let's hope so.
So just go like right here under your little cheekbones. Just
Like, go
swipe it,
here?
yeah. Don't go too low, but yeah.
So where should I stop? Because that's also gives
Well,
me
some people
nervous.
drag it in more, but you could stop it probably about like there.
Okay, so like here.
Yeah, like
and
not
here,
too.
or
Yeah,
up
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Ooh.
Good. Good. Now do the other side.
Oh no. Okay, so here and then like there, a little more.
That's probably low, but
Oh,
it's okay.
See,
We'll
so I
blend it-
get nervous.
we'll blend it out, and then you
so
can
higher,
put concealer.
and here.
I feel like you did the same.
I probably did.
Yeah, try. Like that.
Ooh, I feel a difference. I'm like, that's intense.
So we will use concealer. So we're gonna use the Clarisonic Mia Makeup Brush Head. This is my favorite for blending this out. Literally just go super light pressure and just go like this, super light circles.
Like up.
Yep, super light, See how easy that blends out?
It does.
It's like butter.
It is.
Butter.
But it scares me. It's intense.
No.
Are we good on that side? Are we ready to blend
Do
more?
a little more here, like in the front.
Ooh. Time's up, they've decided. Okay, good?
Yeah. No, this side we'll put concealer. So when
Okay.
I go too low with my bronzer, which happens often, usually on my left side, you just go with concealer and you'll just clean it up.
Oof.
It's fine. It is fine. So the butter bronzer I really like.
It goes on really smooth and it smells like a coconut.
And this brush is amazing, by the way. I got it on sale when 100% pure in there. I think it was Black Friday or Cyber Monday. And I got it for $10. It's awesome.
Alright, you good on the side?
Yeah, so
Exact-
now you'll
going
just
too
take...
Too little.
So what I do is look toward me. You'll take just concealer, and you just literally put it where you've gone too high, and then you blend it out. And you clean it up.
There we go.
Like it never happened. Isn't that Clarisonic amazing?
It is, and I use mine to actually clean my face. It's a different brush head.
See?
And I use it with my favorite cleanser,
Which is?
Neutrogena. Just oil control like acne.
Oh, all right. All
Cream
right.
cleanser. Keeps my skin Clear. And unfortunately, like in my 30s, I still have acne, which
It
stinks.
happens. It's probably hormonal. I get it too. Around,
Shark Week.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, should we do eyes? Do
We
you
can
want
do
to set that?
with more powder.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Since
we're
you're
setting
more-
again with the Z palette from Pacifica.
Yeah. So just the powder.
Just the powder. Where's my brush? This one.
Yeah. Just because you have a little bit more oily skin than I do.
So am I setting it where my bronzer was, or
Yep.
all over again?
Yep, kind of just to keep it in place so it doesn't slip and slide all over.
I feel like I'm gaining so much knowledge and confidence.
So much knowledge. Okay, do you want to put bronzer over that? Like, do you like your bronzer more intense? Because I also have powder bronzer that you could put over it if you want.
I'm good.
Okay, so next, what would you do?
Next, I would do blush. Is that not the
Okay.
correct order?
No, I'm good with that. Let's do it. All right. So what do you got for blush over there? I gave you a couple options.
I'm gonna go with Found. You said it's from Walmart, if I believe.
Yeah. Mhm.
Um,
And they're so affordable. So Found is exclusive to Walmart online, and they are very affordable. Everything is like $8.88. Like, they have weird pricing like that. But this is a beautiful blush, and I think it's Peach Glow.
yes, it is Peach Glow.
So it's got like, it's marbled, and the marbling in there also gives like a little bit of shimmer, but not too much. So I love that. And let's see, for blush, you can probably use this guy, this angled guy.
Sweet deal.
And I'm going to use where is this from? Lorac.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lorac Beauty and the Beast blush palette. It's beautiful. Untouched. 90% of her makeup is untouched, by the way. I'm the first one to use it. So I think I'm going to dip in. I want to try this dark color called Rose. And I'm thinking, we'll see. I don't have any darker blushes like this, so I'm excited to kind of try it out. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush. It's a blush brush, and I use this all the time. Ooh, she's pigmented. That's beautiful. See what I'm saying? Look at how boring. No blush. It's boring. Blush. She's so flushed.
Wow.
She's so flushed.
You also have cheekbones for days, so that's definitely.
I never thought I had cheekbones, really.
It's a very nice highlight for you.
So this is cool. What's this? That's a highlight. That's a gold. Okay. All right. So blush was a success. So far, everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything you use is super nice, so I'm pumped about it.
Thank you.
And did you like that blush?
I did. I think it's a really pretty, very natural color. It's not overwhelming. Because like I said,
This
makeup...
is darker if you wanted something a little bit darker for you. It's super pigmented, though. That's like a half a tap, and you're good for years. So if you want to use that, you can.
I like to say more natural. Like I said, makeup is just very overwhelming for me. I'm not sure why.
That's fair. I think it is for a lot of people. I first started using makeup because my skin was really flaring up a lot. So I was red all the time. So to avoid people asking me, oh, what's wrong with your skin, or what's going on, or whatever, all those questions I didn't feel like answering, I just started using makeup, and then it just kind of has progressed, and I just love everything makeup, and I would buy all the makeup all the time if I could. If I didn't have to pay bills, I would. But I do. All right. So how about some brows?
Okay, we can do brows.
So I'm going to have her use my Eye of Horus pencil that I like. Obviously her hair is considerably darker than mine, so it might not be that dark on her, but we also have this 100% pure brow gel in the color medium brown. That's pretty dark for me, so I think it'll be good for her. And this is like, I think they use tea, like
Tree
actual
oil?
tea, no,
Oh.
like tea coloring.
Oh.
Yeah, I think. And then on this side of town, I will just use an eyeshadow.
Yeah, I usually use that eyebrow pencil from, I believe it's from Eyes, Lips, and Face.
Oh,
From e.l.f.
this one. I have it
like-
somewhere.
Costs like $2. It's great, but I
This
just... Yes, but I just broke mine before I
Okay.
came, so.
Well, luckily
Sorry.
I have one. This is
That's what I
in
use.
I don't know what color, medium brown maybe, something like that. This is from Elf, so I'll use that since I have one and she uses it. So that works. Again, my eyebrows are microbladed, so I kind of cheat and I have an outline.
As you can see, mine are not microbladed.
Ooh, too crazy already.
Well, that makes me feel better because I went too crazy with the bronzer.
No, you didn't.
Or too low with the bronzer.
That's a good thing about like doing your makeup. You learn how to fix what you mess up pretty quickly. Pretty much anything you do wrong, you can just cover with concealer again, and you're good.
I think I need to start doing my makeup just like for fun because usually when I do my makeup, it's because I'm going out
Right.
or I have like an event. And then if I don't really want to experiment because if it comes out crazy,
Right. You
I'm
have
kind
to
of on
like
a time
go
limit. I
somewhere.
have to go somewhere. So it's either
Yeah.
like a time crunch stitch where I just do what I'm comfortable with. And I don't really do a whole lot of
Yeah.
experimentation. And then I also don't want to look like a woman of the night.
We've all been there.
So.
Alright, so this is obviously dark for me, but it would make sense anyway.
I feel like this is not like too
No, not
like
bad
not a
at
huge
all.
difference at all.
No, not bad.
The color. It's a little bit lighter than I use, but
Yeah. I never use like a reddish
no
brow pencil, even if my hair is red. I just use like a taupey blonde generally. I don't think this looks so bad. Alrighty. So I'm going to take the MAC soft ochre paint pot again, and I'm just going to clean up under my brow a little bit using a flat brush. All right, so brows are done. I use the matte soft ochre paint pot to go under my brow and all over the lid as a primer for eyeshadow. And I had her use the Fit Glow concealer again to clean up her brows and do on the eyelids as a primer. So now we're gonna go into eyeshadow, and I'm gonna go between this Urban Decay Naked Unlimited Basics palette and the Lorac Unzipped palette. They're both super neutral. This one has more shimmers in it. This is the Lorac Unzipped eyeshadow palette. So I'll probably use the shimmers in here because the Urban Decay one is all mattes.
And I'm gonna use her Pacifica Pink Nudes palette. It seems to be all matte. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's an all matte palette. This is one of my favorites. I use that every day. Every day.
We're gonna use a.
All right. So I think we decided we're just to do super neutral. I keep it kind of simple.
Cause that's my jam.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the color Lockout right here. It's just a soft natural brown. This guy. Oh, there goes the brush. We'll get her later.
I don't believe these have the names on them, so I'm just
No.
gonna go with this super neutral, like beige color. Is that okay if I call it beige?
Yeah.
I don't want to offend it. I know she's your favorite, so.
She's fine. She's tough. That's fine.
Am I going all over with
Yeah.
this, or just?
So I just go in the crease, like outer edge, fluff it, and drag it into the crease. This color is real pigment.
Which one is that?
Lockout in the Urban Decay palette.
Good to know.
I'm basically going to do the eye look I do every day, just using a different palette. Super fun. But you can't go wrong with like a neutral eye. Just looks pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to dip into the Unzipped palette from Lorac, and I'm going to go into the color Unconditional. It kind of has like a pinky undertone because the lip I'm using is like a pink nude. So we're going to go with that and do the same thing, same brush.
So I think I'm going to go with one of these.
The darker ones? Which ones?
Oh, I was thinking of a lighter one. You know?
Oh, yeah, that's like a medium.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's a good one.
This one, directly in the middle, it's like a very neutral brown. Because like I said, I'm very much about being neutral and not super adventurous when it comes to my makeup yet. And hopefully my sister will change things for me.
We're working on it. Look at this color. It's like a mauvey
Ooh.
rose color. I love that.
Which is that one?
Unconditional.
Really?
Yeah.
It's darker than I thought it was.
Really? It looks pretty dark.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you were using this one.
Oh, that's real dark. We're not going there. Pretty. That color is really pretty. I like that. Okay, so I think that's what I'm gonna do for the crease, and then all over the lid, I'm gonna pick a shimmer. So let me see. I'm just going through and seeing which one I'm gonna use. Okay, that's pretty. So here on the right we have Unreal, and then on the left we have Unbelievable from the Lorac palette. So I don't know. Let's see. I'm not sure.
Can I be a tiebreaker for you?
Yeah. do
Okay,
it.
which two?
This is Unreal. It's like a lighter color.
Oh, yeah.
And that's like the darker Unbelievable.
Let's go with Unreal. I think the contrast is going to be really pretty.
Okay.
And kind of give you a nice pop of shimmer.
Unreal it is. So I like to put shimmers on with my fingers if I'm not doing anything super specific and like clean cut. So that's what we're going to do.
All right.
Ooh, wow. Wow.
Do you likes?
Yeah, that's impressive.
Ooh, see?
That's crazy.
I'm feeling it.
Lorac.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Well done. That's really pretty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like that. So I'm going to go back in with this fluffy brush with nothing on it that we used, nothing extra I should say, and just go over the edges of that to smoke it out a little bit so it's not so harsh. Okay. How are you looking over there? What are you looking at?
I like this one. I don't know what that one is.
Yeah, it's called Snow Peach.
Oh, I like Snow Peach.
That's
It's
from
in-
Root Beauty, another organic brand.
I think I'm gonna go with that. You said finger. We're gonna use fingers for this.
Yeah, if you want, that's what I use.
And do we just sweep it across the lid,
I
kind
just
of?
tap, like, yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
kind of pack it on there. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go to the lower lash line.
Oh no.
What? To do that, I'm just going to use this flat little brush here and go with Unconditional, that rosy color, and just smoke it underneath. And that's it. Keep it real simple here. My under eyes are super creasy all the time, like no matter what I do. So eyeshadow is my way of actually getting the creases out. I basically set it with eyeshadow because anything else, like nothing else works.
You got so many tricks.
All right. So next, how do you like that? That's pretty. It's like subtle.
Well,
It's subtle.
Like-
Yeah, it's good though.
it's kind of
good.
my wheelhouse
Your
that I'm
vibe.
comfortable with.
Your vibe.
So I like that.
So next, I'm gonna go to highlighter, and I'm gonna use her Makeup Revolution strobe highlight. We're not gonna open her up because she is busted.
She's busted.
But
She's
it's a
well
gold
loved.
color. It's called Gold Addict. So I will swatch it on my hand so you can see what she looks like.
I think it's got really good color payoff. I really like it, but it's not too intense.
Yeah. Okay. See if you can see that at all.
I loved her well. Sorry.
Yeah, but it's pretty. So we'll see how it looks on me. 'Cause I'm lighter. So,
And what do you recommend for you? Oh,
I would use the RMS one. I like that.
which
this one.
This one.
And use nude. So I'm gonna have her use the RMS highlighting quad or luminizer quad, also well loved. And I think she would look great in the nude one. If I can pull it off, she can absolutely pull it off. So just rub your finger and warm it up and then tap it on her cheeks.
This one? This
Yeah.
one's the nude one? Mm-hmm. We're warming her up.
I'm going to use this Morphe Y14 brush to put on that highlight. It's just kind of a fluffy brush, helps distribute product well. We'll just... Whoa! I haven't worn a highlight like this in a long time. Like a bright powder, you know? All my highlighters are cream.
I usually do, once I put it on, I do use a wet beauty blender. to
Holy
kind of-
mother! She is bright.
Oh, I definitely don't put that much on. I don't put it on.
She overdid
That's
it.
not the way I apply. But girl,
She
you do you.
overdid it.
You do you,
Here.
girl.
I'll
You
beauty
do
blend
you.
over it.
You do you.
I'm actually going to she also has this Physicians Formula Butter Highlight in the color Pearl. And it has like a whitish, pinky iridescent kind of tone. So maybe that can kind of neutralize this.
We're gonna do some neutralization.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the opposite side of this brush.
Oh,
yeah, that
works-
worked out.
Yeah, that worked out well. Worked out well. Wow. This is stickier than I anticipated. It's not bad, it's just different.
Everything I use is sticky for my dry skin.
And I have the opposite. My skin tends to be very oily.
Let's go over this a little bit. This is pretty though. The
Let's
two together were pretty.
Let's call it dewy. I prefer,
Yeah, dewy.
Let's call it
Dewy.
So yes, my product tends to be more powder versus
Yeah.
cream base. And maybe it's just a comfort for me. I think, again, with cream base, once you put it on, you're kind of committed to the amount you put on. With powder, you can put a
Like
little bit
build
on
it,
and
you
build it
think?
up.
That's fair.
I could be wrong, though. I mean, you could do
I don't
something
think
with
there's
cream.
right or wrong. You just do what you like. So I'm going to put mascara on. I'm going to use my Well People Expressionist mascara just in black. You guys know this is my favorite. It has a spiky wand and I just love it. So I gave her the same one. I'm not going to use a conventional one just because I don't want my eyelash or my eyes to like get irritated.
And I'm actually not a fan of the spiky
Of course she's not. Of course she's not.
Fluffy brushes just tend to work better for me. I don't know if that's what they're called, but
Yeah,
the
like
big fuller
traditional
ones work really well, where I feel like these don't work as well for me.
We'll see. This is bomb. This is bomb.
We will see. But I also didn't want to bring her my mascara. I usually use Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. I love it. It's my jam.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite mascara I've ever used. But I know your eyes are super sensitive, so I didn't want to play with that.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Didn't want to mess with her.
I used to use the Perversion one from Urban
Oh,
Decay.
wait a minute. You might have a convert here.
Mm-hmm. That was quick, y'all. Took about 1 second.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
She does good work.
Because the spiky ones, they separate everything out.
Snap, crackle, pop. I'm feeling this.
I'm like, the
Oh.
brush ones, I feel like don't put down enough product for me. And they don't separate. Like, this separates.
Yeah. But I might actually follow them. Like, I might follow one with the other because I
looks
do
good.
feel like they look a little bit skinny.
So this I also love. I'm going to do something really quick. So this is the Josie Marin color stick in the color Rosy. And I've talked about this before. I use this on my cheek, but you can also use it on your lip. So while she's finishing her mascara, I'm going to show you on the lip. So you see I have nothing on my lips. They're pretty dead, pale looking. This just, see the difference?
It sounded juicy over there.
It is. Look at how it's like a jumbo crayon.
Ooh.
But look at the difference.
fun.
Like, just for every day, like if you're
Ooh.
going to go out, run errands, do something like that. And I use this, I pair it with the tinted moisturizer from her, and I love it. They're my two, like, favorite combos. So I just wanted to show you that quickly.
Well, it's very pretty and looks like it could be a very
natural.
flattering color on anybody.
Yeah, it is, for sure.
So it's a good thing to have in your arsenal.
I just want to say that spiky wand is doing wonders.
I'm loving it.
her.
I do feel like I said, they're a little bit thin and skinny.
That's
so
how I prefer mine to look. Like, I'll take length over volume for my mascara any day.
Oh,
That's like my preference. I know you like volume.
I like both. I like a combo.
Yeah. If I had to pick one, that's what I'm going with.
Why? Let's just have both.
I know, but it's hard to find both.
Alright, these are not cooperating, but
Looks
little
good, though.
spiderish.
They look good. I like
I'm
it.
good with it though.
All right, moving on to
She'll
lips.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave her my Honeybee Gardens lip liner in Perfection. You know this is my favorite. It's such a beautiful nude color. I wear this and I'll just pop a gloss on top. So I gave her the 100% pure gemmed lip gloss in the color Rainbow Aura. And this is just to pop on top because that could obviously be drying. It's just a lip liner. So this is just to give her a little bit of plumpness.
Does this have glitter in it?
a little bit.
Oh, I haven't used a glossy glitter in a long time.
And I'm going to
goody.
use the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick in Rebel Rose. She's real pretty. I don't normally use liquid lips anymore because they dry my lips out, but for the sake of this video, it's fine.
Do you put foundation on your lips or
No.
no? You just go in?
No. And this is pretty. This is like super, like your lips, but better.
Right? I love that color.
Yeah. I thought it for 1 second I thought it smelled like apple, but it definitely does not.
Oh no,
It smells
definitely.
like paint. Just kidding.
Rude.
And then I'm going to top it off with the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Angel Food Cake. Also a pinky nude color, just so they aren't super dry.
I
think this is
love that
pretty.
color. It's really pretty. It's one of I've gone through a lot of like
Couple
nudes,
tubes.
pinkies, like trying to find the color that I think is really great with my skin tone. I love that one.
Yeah, this is really pretty, and it smells good.
But yes, I've gone through I think 2 tubes, maybe 3, and it's super affordable. And a lot of times they go on sale for like
Yeah,
buy one get one.
that's how you know. That's like the test is whether you've gone through more than 1 tube of it.
Oh yeah.
If you have like gone through 1 tube, you like it, but if you've gone through like more than one, you love it, I would say.
This smells like something. Does this smell like apple? I feel like this could. Or
Yeah,
maybe you
it
just.
could.
I'm like, or your suggestion.
I put that in her mind.
Yeah.
Power of suggestion.
Mhm.
I'm just going to use my Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator as a setting spray. It's not actually a setting spray, it's just like a hydrating mist, but I love it. I use it every time I wash my face.
Ooh, that's got a unique scent. It's not bad at all. It's just.
She has to get used to all my like organic products and how they smell because they're not super perfumed. So yeah, I think you look great. What do you
I think
think?
you do too.
What do you think of everything?
I
It's your
loved
first
it,
time. It's your
yes.
first time using like organic products, really, right?
I would say everything exceeded my expectations. I definitely feel a little bit more confident.
Good, good.
Yeah.
I think it looks good. I like what you brought me also. Like all your stuff was really awesome and pretty, I don't know, I would say high end, like Lorac, Urban Decay, all that. And everything performed amazing. Like I said, my skin just doesn't like it normally, so we'll see how I do afterward. But yeah, it was super fun. And our skin
Yeah.
doesn't look crazy.
It does. I thought we were going to look a lot
But yeah.
different, but we don't.
No, I think we look good.
I do too.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.